It's freezing outside. Oh, long time no see. Got a new haircut. Hey, good to see you. Hey, good to see you too.
This is Henrique Teixeira. He and I worked together on a show where he volunteered to have his daily life filmed called Kicking It in KHU at Kyunghee University in Korea. By now, he and I had become good friends, so I invited him over to the house to munch on some homemade cuckoo cake and coffee to get a better feel about what the show meant to him. The first half of the first episode was probably the most popular, don't you think?
Well, it was the most watched, but I'm not sure if it was the most popular.
It seems, when I ask my students, it seems like I was the one that they remember. Walk me through that first day.
That day, I didn't know exactly what to expect. I knew we were going to go there in the morning, I don't know, 10 a.m. And I just knew they were going to film part of my day. And I thought I wouldn't notice the cameras or anything, but then when you realize there are people following you, you just go like, oh, this is not, like, even though you're doing things that you had to do, like that was my normal day. I had to go to the bank, I had to go to the supermarket, and I had to have lunch. But when you realize there are cameras following you, and then you realize it's not your daily life as it should. That day, I think a lot of students identified themselves with me on that first part, because it showed some problems I had because of my poor Korean skills, even though I speak a little bit, but there were misunderstandings. And I think that's problems that most foreigners have in this country.
So which one was your favorite episode?
Yeah, I would say the horseback riding, it was really fun. I liked riding the horse. Like, making the episode was really fun. That one, like, it was so nice to ride a horse after such a long time. That's one of my favorite ones.
Ji Young, your girlfriend, was also part of some of the episodes. How was that participating with her?
I think it was really good for not only for the episodes, like showing my life, because she's part of my life here. Like, we hang around, but also for both of us as a couple, it's going to be a good memory to have that on the screen. And like, we shared most of our moments together in the university. So that one with the cherry blossoms, we could get to show people some of it. So it was very real, I think.
In episode 3, you were dressed quite nicely to do your presentation. Take me through, or talk to me a little bit about that class.
Yeah, I had to do a presentation for Professor Shin. It was not easy. Like, it was an economics class. I liked it, but economics is not exactly my, what I can do the best.
Okay.
So having to present something that you don't know fully to the professor and to your classmates is already a lot of pressure. With 2 cameras there, it's even more pressure. But I think it turned out okay.
You seemed quite yourself and at ease. You didn't seem nervous, and so...
That's my strategy. Even if you're saying bullshit, you have to look confident.
Just like both you and Kerim, I didn't know what to expect from doing the show. But it seems that in the end, you and I became friends, and I feel fortunate for that, because I'm an employee at the university and you're a student. And so do you feel that that's what happened?
Yeah, sure. When you're filming people, it's like people are opening their lives. If they're talking about their own experiences, or if they're showing their own lives, like, they're opening up to other people. So when we did Kicking It, and you came to my place and you saw pictures on my wall, and then you asked, and I told about my family. So I think it's hard not to become friends unless the person really doesn't want to. And you are such a nice guy, like outgoing and very welcoming.
Boy, did you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, come on. And your girlfriend is lovely.
Boy, you hit the nail on the head twice.
You see, and they have good sense of humor. So I think it was impossible not to become friends with you. So I think it was one of the best things about the show. Because the show is over, but we're still friends.
Yes, we are.
And I love the cake.
Cake is good.
Yeah.
Cake. Get him cake.
Oh, yeah.
Come get some cake.
I was just waiting for that.
Stephanie, come get some cake.
Grandma's cake is killing me. My grandpa used to talk like this. He used to smoke a lot. So he got a cigarette and was... This damn thing is killing me. But kept smoking. It was like that. And then he died. He was right, it was killing him. Yeah, let's ask him some questions.
Yeah, right.
So, how was episode 1? Tell us.
Yeah, what did you feel?
Yeah.
Filming for the first time?
Episode 1 for me was the most nerve-wracking. And it was even more nerve-wracking after it was filmed because I got to watch it in the studio and see how poorly done the sound was. That's the truth. Yeah, I had 2 interns with me, and though those guys worked really hard that day, especially with you, because with you, you were waiting for us to give you direction, and with him, he just took off. So the camera guys were running after him. I mean, that's literally what happened.
Wow.
And, you know, they were working really hard, but they weren't paying attention to the sound, and because of my inexperience, neither was I. And so we got back to the studio, and, you know, the sound was working here, and then the sound wasn't working here, and for example, we caught the sound really well with you when you took the cell phone call. But then later on, you were walking through the woods and then you ran into Sebastian and like we caught like a quarter of the conversation. And every bit of sound that's in that conversation is on the episode, even though you actually talked to him a lot longer than that. That was a big learning curve for episode 1.